This is a side hustle that allowed me to sell 100,000 on Amazon in just 30 days. For those of you wondering, my profit was around 25%, so I took 25,000 home. And 25% margins are pretty normal for this business model. People all over the country are taking advantage of this, but most of them are doing it wrong. Selling books on Amazon is the easiest way to get started because all you need is your smartphone. When I started this business model 5 years ago, I lived in my car, traveling the country, hitting up libraries and thrift stores. This was literally the only way that making money online worked for me. I tried a lot of other things, but this was the one that worked. Anyone who lives in a medium to large size city can take advantage of this side hustle. Selling books on Amazon is a great way to consistently turn $1,000 into $4,000 like clockwork, and it opens up the doors to selling all products on Amazon. I had no idea this side hustle would become my full-time income, but I'm so grateful I started. And at the very end of this video, I'm going to share with you guys a gift to allow you to get to the 5 or 6 figure per month mark selling on Amazon. Let's dive into the video. What's up, guys? So we're officially at the library sale now. As you can see, we're on one of the wealthiest sides of town in Nashville. Hopefully there's some pretty good books in here. I called the library beforehand and they said none of them have been scanned yet, so hopefully we can get some good stuff. I already see people over there waiting, so we're about to go get in line. But before we do that, I want to show you real quick. This is all I have for supplies. I have a box. I have this dolly. I'll link the dolly below. I found it on Amazon. It's pretty good. And the good thing about this is after I fill up this first box, usually they have boxes inside, I'll grab a second box and put it here. As far as gear goes on my phone, all I have is Scout IQ. You can see these are my scans and stats for the day. I'll go over this later in the video, but all I'm doing, the most important thing is make sure you have the database downloaded on your phone. If you have the database downloaded, you don't need Wi-Fi, you don't need cell service to look up the books. All the books exist in your phone, 99% of them. So I'm not limited by the cell connection and I can scan as fast as I want. And we're also going to be using speed mode. So if I turn this on speed mode, now I can scan books as fast as I want like this. So we're literally just using a cell phone and a box. And if you guys want, this is optional, get a dolly. So let's go in here and let's make some money. I'm by far the fastest scanner in here. Look at everyone else, I'm faster. So what I like to do is I always scan the books first, and then I put all the books without barcodes here. And now what I'm gonna do is open up the Amazon Seller app. I click on the camera icon here, and this is gonna allow me to scan the books. What's the key? Scan thousands of items, baby. Look at this. So this is for the day. It tells you how many scans you're at. I've only done 241 scans, 57 accepts. So I mean, like, just go out there and scan a couple thousand books. Worst case scenario, you'll end up with like 50.
So are you a reseller? Is that what you're?
I am, yeah.
I have a love-hate relationship with
Yeah,
your
well,
business. As someone who's like trying to build my own personal library.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We make them available for you online though, so.
You do, but you charge a lot.
We have to charge the lowest price possible to get the sale though. I wish I could charge more than I do.
Yeah, yes and no. I would say, like, probably on textbooks and things like that, but on vintage stuff.
Yeah, but if two people are on a listing, a lot of times they compete with each other. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
personally,
an avid book buyer, so
I wish they would hold the price higher greedily,
Yeah.
but a lot of times they compete and just bring it down to like nothing. So
yeah, I will say I have not paid nothing for any vintage book that I've ever
There's a lot of
unless it's been at a library sale.
there's dollar books on there because some booksellers are so big that it's better to sell books at a loss in order to hit the shipping rate quota with the company.
Yeah, I hear you, but on things like paperbacks and that sort of stuff, but not on the like beautiful classic vintage books. Come on, Bubby, you ready?
Yeah.
It's time to go.
What do you think about that? Yeah, it happens a lot. People think that resellers are like the scum of the earth. Never feel bad about making money online. We're making these books available for the whole world. If people want to read, people go to Amazon to buy books. We're making those books available. If people complain about it, I tell them they can go on Amazon and find the book later.
This book right here, I tried scanning it, but it doesn't have an ISB.
So you click on ISBN and you can actually scan that number.
Can you give me some insight in what you're doing? Because I see that you're checking an app.
If I told you,
You'd have to kill
I
me.
have to kill you. No, we're selling these on Amazon.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Very
so
smart.
basically, we look up what the value is on Amazon
Very good.
and how frequently it sells. And if
So
both
there's
of
a
those,
metric for that?
yeah. So if it's going for $15 on the Amazon, it might cost you like $9 in fees, and so you're left with $6. And if you have to pay $3 at the sale, then you're left with $3. So the app does all the math for you, and it turns green if it's good, and red if it's bad.
And what is the app?
There's Scout IQ. Is what I use.
Scout IQ?
Yep.
For you.
So, yep.
I
Appreciate
love
it.
that.
Good luck. Yep.
Okay, Scout IQ.
Yeah, and then if you go to starthumble.com, I have like a completely free training on how to do it.
I got it now. See, I'm too old. I have to write this down. Start humble.
And we have like a Facebook community and stuff too. So,
I love watching you.
yeah, you can watch a lot of me online. We'll be
Okay.
we'll be releasing this YouTube video soon.
Oh, okay.
Starthumble, all one word.com.
Okay, and what was the other one?
Just go there. If you go there, put your email in, you'll get my emails. I email like once or twice a week on how to do this. And then there's also a Facebook community, but if you go there, you'll see a page to sign up for the Facebook group
Okay, and what
after.
was the other one?
Scout IQ.
IQ?
Yeah, like IQ, like intelligence. Scout IQ.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
I love learning something new.
Yeah, good luck.
Thank you.
Real quick, I wanted to explain this app I'm using in the library and how exactly I'm determining whether books are profitable or not. So as you can see in the top left, it tells me what the profit is, and if I click on that, it actually breaks down all the different fees. You can see Amazon's gonna take $4.95. They always take 15% of every sale for the book. Then they have a $1.80 closing fee. The FBA fee is the fee that they charge to prep and ship the items. So we're actually sending these to Amazon, and I'll go over this later in the video on how to do this. And then Amazon's fulfilling it to the customer. So they're putting it in the cardboard box. They're gonna ship it out. They're gonna pay for shipping, all that. And so that's a $5.40 charge, which really isn't that bad. And then all the fees come out to $12.18. I'm gonna sell the book for $32. So at the end of the day, I'm left with $20.56. We also have at the bottom the inbound shipping fee. That's the fee to Amazon, which is 25 cents. We get pretty cheap shipping rates to Amazon because Amazon allows us sellers to use third-party shipping. Again, I'm gonna be going over all this later. But real quick, I'm gonna give you some pro tips with Scout IQ. So you can scan the barcode just like so, and it's gonna instantly show you what the profit is. It's gonna turn green if Scout IQ thinks it's a fast-selling book, or if it's a profitable book. So if it's a slow-selling book, Scout IQ is gonna make sure the profit's really good for you. But if it's a really fast-selling book and there's a little profit to be had, Scout IQ is also gonna turn green. However, if the book is slow-selling, no profit, it's gonna turn red. Or if it's fast-selling but no profit, it's also gonna turn red. So for example, of a red book, right there, this book's only gonna make us $3. You could pick this up, but I set my triggers to only accept $4 profit books and above because I just don't wanna spend money on a book if it's not gonna make me more than $4. And here's another reject. This is only gonna make 13 cents. Obviously, this is not worth it. So some of the books, you're gonna have other barcodes. In this case, we have Amazon barcode. Looks like we have a used bookstore barcode, but we don't have the actual barcode needed to pull up the result of the book. So we're just gonna do a title search. So this is, you can see, invitation to the lifespan. So you guys can do this. You guys can use voice text. Invitation to the Lifespan, 3rd edition. Now what I'm gonna do is find the correct book. You can see it's right here, the book with the little girl on the old man. And as you can see, it's $9 profit. The E-score is 5, so an E-score of 5 means it sold 5 times in the last 6 months. The E-score just tells you how many times did it have at least one day with a sale over the last 6 months. And then the sales rank, generally, old school people say you wanna stay under $1 million in sales rank, don't buy any books over $1 million. I personally will buy books over 1 million in sales rank if the E-score is above 1. If it's sold at least one time in the last 6 months, and it's at least $40 or $50 profit, I'm gonna take that chance all day. I'm gonna buy $40 or $50 profit books, even if the chance is only, you know, a 10% to 20% chance that book sells. If I load my inventory up with enough of those books, $40, $50 per sale is gonna make up for my buy cost of if I pay $1 to $2 to $3 for the book. So if you guys want to learn more in depth about Scout IQ, I have a 100% free course. It's not a course selling you another course. It's all the information given away for free at starthumble.com. Module 2 goes over a lot of Scout IQ, so go check that out. I go in depth how to really read this app and analyze it, so definitely go check that out. One more pro tip with Scout IQ, or actually 2 more pro tips for you guys. Number 1 is you can click on ISBN, so I'm on the scan mode and I'm clicking on the ISBN box. Now I can actually scan the ISBN number. You guys see that? I literally just scanned the number and it's gonna pull up this book here. In this case, this book is not profitable. But another pro tip, and I mentioned this at the beginning of the video, is I'm gonna go back to barcode mode, but I'm gonna turn on speed mode. So this was inspired by yours truly. I came up with this idea when I started selling books 4+ years ago. I told the owner of this app, hey, we need a faster way to scan, and they actually incorporated it. So watch how fast I can scan. I can scan one, and it's only gonna give me the profit number, the E-score, and the sales rank, but look how fast I can scan. This is how I was scanning so fast in the library sale. I can go 1, 2, 3, and now it's looking that book up for Wi-Fi 4, 5, 6. So this is just as fast. I don't even really recommend you guys get Bluetooth scanners anymore. You can get a Bluetooth scanner if you want, but speed mode on Scout IQ is so fast, you really don't need outside supplies. If you guys want to, you can buy a Bluetooth scanner, connect it to your phone. Some people will put the phone on their wrist and so they'll scan with a Bluetooth scanner. It's just more comfortable for them, but speed mode on Scout IQ truly has changed the game. One more thing for you guys, if you guys come across textbooks, these are some of the most profitable books that exist on Amazon, but a lot of new Amazon accounts, actually all new Amazon accounts after 2017 cannot sell textbooks. But that doesn't mean you should leave it on the shelf, because you can either sell them on eBay. There's other big companies that will pay you cash for your books and they'll cover shipping for your books. And I also created a service, if you guys want to use it, it's called restricted inventory, where I will sell your textbooks for you at a 50-50 split. We actually pay for shipping up front for you to ship the books to us, and then we factor in the profits 50-50 on the back end, so we split shipping costs. I cover 100% of the prep, and then I pay you 50% of the profit after the book sells. Many of these books sell for over $100, so if you can find these books for less than $10, it's worth it, even if you're splitting the profits with me, or maybe you're selling to a vendor for cold hard cash, or maybe you're selling them on eBay yourself. These are definitely worth picking up. So here's an example here. You can see on the screen it says RI Scout IQ Partner. You would make $7 if you sent this book to us. That's after the 50-50 split. That's after shipping fees to us. You can also click on this bookshelf here, and if you click on that, it's gonna pull up BookScouter.com, and this is gonna show you all the companies willing to pay for the book. So in this case, we have Sell Back Your Book. Great company. They pay you for a lot of your books. Books Run's also a great company, and Valor Books is also good too. So all these companies will pay you cold hard cash and cover shipping to them. So if you were able to pick this book up for $3, you could triple your investment by sending it to one of these companies. So just because you can't sell it on your account, that if you're restricted in the book, which you'll find out later when you go to list the book, Amazon will tell you can't sell this. If you come across any of those books, you have like 3 really good ways to monetize these books still. So I would definitely consider doing that. And I would just send it to the way that sends you more money. So if restricted inventory is paying you $50 profit after it's a consignment service, so it'd be after the book sells, you'd make $50, then send it to restricted inventory. If Sell Back Your Book is paying $55 for it, obviously get your cold hard cash from Sell Back Your Book. And then if you're able to sell it on eBay, eBay generally has really slow sales with textbooks, but you can give it a go. If you're able to sell it on eBay for $90, sell it on eBay. You don't have to sell them on Amazon FBA necessarily. Scout IQ helps you determine if it's profitable Amazon FBA, but there are still so many other ways to monetize books. So most books don't have restrictions, but textbooks do. That's just something to look out for. Let's move on.
We did it at a book sale in Texas where the first hour was no resellers. And so it was like moms and seniors. And then the second hour, all the resellers came. And they got what they were going to get anyway. It's mostly textbooks and things like that. I know they are. So they're still going to come though. Like, he's a reseller. You're still going to come if you came an hour later, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
I'd probably try to sneak in before though.
But we would catch you because you'd be scanning, right? Because the booksellers are
Well, I've
scanning.
gotten pretty good at just looking at them now. So.
But they also scan the ISBNs.
I've
That's
memorized
how you know
the books.
they're often a reseller.
Alright, so you guys saw me at the library sale. We left a little bit early. I could have stayed in there for a few more hours. You saw how everyone left at a certain point. There's so many non-barcode books. So the key is, after you scan the section that is profitable, whether it's textbooks, whether any non-fiction is really good, afterwards I do like to go after the children's books because a lot of people won't even scan those. And the thing is, like, the best inventory is fresh inventory. So if you can get fresh inventory, it doesn't matter what category it is, that's always better. Unscanned, fresh, raw inventory is always the best. But after the library sale, the best thing to do, and we did a little bit of this as you guys saw in the video, is scan the non-barcode books. You can literally stay in there for 5 hours plus, go to the best sections, textbooks, any non-fiction, pull all the non-barcode books and look them up. That's a pro tip. All right, so we got all the money on the table here, and now what I'm gonna do is teach you guys exactly how to list these books. I'm gonna show you guys two methods. So the first method is if you're on a budget. If you don't wanna spend any money at all, this is a way to do it. So what you're gonna do is open up the Amazon Seller app, click on the camera icon. We're gonna scan that. We're gonna click on the book. Now what we're gonna do is click on list, and we're gonna fill in the required information. So as you can see, we enter our price. So I forgot what this was at, so we'll have to go back and look at the price. The price is $49.99, that's the lowest FBA. You always wanna compete against FBA offers if you're an FBA seller. So we're gonna click on list here. And now what we're gonna do is enter our price. What did I say, $49.99? $49.99 list price. You can just make up anything here. This is just like what the value should be. And then here we do the condition. I list everything as good unless it's like in really bad condition. And a pro tip is you can list ex-library books. So a lot of these books are coming directly from the library. It's okay. If I'm listing an ex-library book, what I do is I add under the condition description, I'll put ex-library. So here we are. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do fulfillment by Amazon. So notice I'm not saying I will ship this to the customer myself, but you click on save and finish here. And then that's gonna submit the listing to Amazon. Then what you'll have to do is go to Amazon, grab the listing, and make an FBA shipment. I'll link a video below if you do wanna do it the free way.
But if you want to do it the fastest way possible, what I recommend you do is use GoToList. Full disclaimer, this is my software, but I created this so you don't have to waste time listing books. This really speeds up the process. And in addition, it's going to help you know what your exact profit is. It's gonna save you 55 cents per item because we're gonna use F and SKU labels. It's gonna save you 30 cents per item because we're gonna provide box content. It's gonna save you a bunch of Amazon fees. So this software really pays for itself pretty quickly. And in addition, the software actually helps you make better pricing decisions. So we're gonna be going over that too. And like I said, I'm also gonna show you guys when to purchase books and when not to. There's gonna be a segment later in this video where I really break down why I purchased these books. And so you guys have a full, complete understanding of selling books on Amazon. So let's quickly dive into this. We're inside GoToList right now. We're gonna select fulfilled by Amazon. So the way this works is we're actually taking all this inventory, we're gonna put it in a box and take it to UPS. And the way this works is Amazon is going to check in our inventory, and they're going to ship the item to the customer when the customer purchases from us. So we still own 100% of the inventory. It's just at an Amazon warehouse. When the customer purchases it, it goes from the Amazon warehouse to the customer. And the benefit of doing this is, number one, you don't have to touch the inventory after you ship it out. And number two, you can actually price your items a lot higher. So you end up making just as much money or more than if you were to ship the items directly to the customer from your house one by one, which is a pain. Some people do it. I've done it before, but Amazon FBA is the way we're gonna do this. We're gonna select fulfilled by Amazon and go to lister. Just name the batch name, whatever date, or in this case, we're just gonna name it library sale. We're gonna select smart pricing. This is going to price our faster moving books a little bit higher. So smart pricing is gonna make us a lot more profit. If you don't use smart pricing, it may price your items a little bit too low, and GoToList allows you to capture that profit. Then we're gonna select our address here. Listed by, just put your name in here. And then make sure you label your own products. I use the Volo printer. This saves you 55 cents per label. And then I want to provide box content is going to save you 30 cents per item. Amazon charges when you don't tell them which items are in which box, they charge you 30 cents per item to figure it out. So GoToList automatically tells them which items are in which box. And now what we're gonna do is select G for good condition. And then the source, we can just put, we got this from Green Hills Library, so Green Hills Lib. And this is gonna, at the end of the year now in GoToList, we can see what libraries or what thrift stores, or maybe we did retail arbitrage or online arbitrage. We can see what sources made us the most profit. And then for buy cost, what we're gonna do, I paid $95 for all these books. So I'm gonna count these books real quick and see exactly what the average of the buy cost is. So we have 28 total. Our buy cost was $95 at the library sale. So I'm gonna do 95 divided by 28 to get $3.39. So our average buy cost per unit was $3.39, and I'm gonna enter that into GoToLister. That way we can get a true glimpse of what our profit is going to be, and after the item sells, we can see how much profit we really made. Because GoToLister also tells you after the item sells what your profitability is to make sure you're making the correct purchasing decisions from the front end. For condition description, we usually just put something like used item, 100% satisfaction guaranteed. You can get a little bit more granular. You can put X library. A lot of these books are X library, so we can go ahead and put that. But always under promise, over deliver. You don't want to say this book's in perfect condition and then somebody purchases it and they're mad at you. I don't think a lot of people read condition notes, so I just keep a generic condition note. That way, I don't have to change it at all in the batch, and I can list all items with the same condition note, which is gonna allow me to list 100 plus books per hour. And again, if you were doing this the other way, to list 100 books is gonna take you 4 hours plus. It takes you a really long time to use the Amazon Seller app, but this way is gonna allow you to do it in like less than 30 minutes sometimes. So now what I'm gonna start doing is scanning the item. We already have G selected for the condition, so all these books are being listed as good. And then what's gonna happen is it's gonna print me my F and SKU label right here. And as you can see, there's an existing barcode on it. So all we're gonna do is put our barcode directly over that barcode so Amazon doesn't get confused. If you wanted to be extra cautious, I would get a Sharpie and draw through these other barcodes, but in this case, I'm just gonna leave it here. I also have my Acutech Scale here. So I have the box on top of the scale. And the really cool thing about this scale is I can see what the weight of the box is as I'm filling it up. So I'm taking this book, I'm putting it in the box, I can see what the weight is. I'll link this below. This way I can keep my workflow really good and I can make sure I'm not going over 50 pounds. If you send a box over 50 pounds to Amazon, they will charge you, like they've charged me $150 before. So make sure you stay under 50 pounds. And this prevents you from filling up the box and being like, oh, am I close to 50 pounds? You have to take the box, weigh it, put it back on and off. I just recommend getting the Acutech Scale. That way you can see what the weight is the whole time. It's dirt cheap, it's like 20 bucks. So what I like to do is put all my books barcode up. That way I can easily scan these. And the thing about GoToLister is you can scan as fast as you want. So I'm scanning 1, 2, 3, 4. And sometimes it takes Amazon a little while to give me my label. GoToLister allows you to scan as fast as you want, so even if Amazon's taking their time sending you the label, you can keep scanning, which really increases your workflow speed. Now I have these 4 labels printed out in the order that I scanned them. I can take each barcode and cover up the existing barcode with the F and SKU. Now I'm filling these up in the box as I'm going. And as you can see, they've been listed in GoToLister. We're already at $142 profit for the batch. And I can easily cover up these barcodes like this and put them in a box. Textbooks are heavy, so we may reach 50 pounds pretty quickly. So I just scanned this item and it went to our error queue. So as you guys can see, there's this little error queue here. Now what I'm gonna do is basically, there's 2 listings for the same product. So I'm just gonna select the one with the lower sales rank. So this one has a 3 million sales rank, this one has a 5 million sales rank. I'm gonna select the one with the lower sales rank because lower sales ranks always sell faster. So if you guys ever see 2 listings for one product, always choose the one with the lower sales rank. So here we have a set of books, and in order to properly prep a set of books, what we're gonna do is actually shrink wrap these or saran wrap them together. For a set of 7 books, it's generally a pretty good idea to either put them in a box, a small box you can do, or saran wrap them. I don't recommend polybagging a set of books, but you can polybag loose leaf books or maybe a set of 2. You can polybag, but I don't recommend polybagging bigger sets like this. And what we're gonna do is actually look this up real quick. I'm gonna type in Narnia set. So you can do title searches here and go to Lister. And this is going to pull up all the different titles. I'm gonna find the correct one, select it, and it's going to list it, and it's gonna print the F and SKU. And once I get that F and SKU, I'm just gonna take this, and after I saran wrap it, I'm gonna stick it on the outside of the saran wrap. That's how you properly pack sets. So I have a few books that don't have barcodes or the barcodes aren't visible. So all I'm gonna do is actually just do a title search of these. So this is our church, title search it. It's quickly gonna give me a few options. Boom, there it is. Same exact process, it's gonna print the F and SKU. So that's what I'm doing with these books here. So every once in a while you'll come across a book like this and it doesn't have a barcode, and you scanned it with the Amazon seller app at the library sale, like I taught you guys how to do. And these books are money, guys, because not a lot of people know how to do this or are willing to do this. So what you're gonna do is scan it with the Amazon seller app. We'll put it up here for you, and find the same one that you wanted to sell. In this case, it's right here. And there's no FBA offers on this, so this is gonna be a lot of money. So take this pro tip, guys. This is next level stuff. So now what we're gonna do is click on list on our phone, and we're actually just doing that so we can grab the ASIN. So the ASIN is, and now we're gonna get the proper F and SKU for this. And see, there's no barcode on the back, but now there is. We have the F and SKU, so we can put that on the back there. The cool thing about this book is you can see on GoToList here, there's 0 FBA offers on the listing. So there's no competition. So we can basically price this book at, whatever we want to. The sales rank's pretty high on it, so I wouldn't be too aggressive. So now we have all 28 items listed. You can see our total buy cost comes out to $94.92. That's almost exactly what we spent. We spent $95. So I should have rounded up to $3.40 instead of $3.39. But now what we're gonna do is click on submit batch. And this is going to allow us to see what warehouses our product's going to. So we have 2 warehouse destinations. Amazon wants us to send 14 of these books to one warehouse and 14 of these books to another. So now what we're gonna do is click on accept the shipments. So this kind of sucks because all these items are already in a box. So we have to now pack them in 2 boxes, but GoToList makes it really simple. So what we can do is click on accept shipments. And now we can click on finish box content on GoToList. Now all we have to do is just get another box. And now in this phase, all I'm gonna do is take the book again and scan it. And then GoToList is gonna tell me which warehouse destination it's going to. So this is going to MDW2. So I'll put it in this box. So this is my MDW2 box. And then I'll scan another one. You can see this one's going to MDW2. This one is going to FWA4. So I would leave this one in this box here and continue to scan and make sure all the MDW2s are going here and all the FWAs are going here. That way I'm just separating these into 2. This is a lot of books, so they probably both come out to about over 30 pounds. Generally, when you send items to Amazon, you want the box to be over 30 pounds so you don't overpay in shipping charges. If you send boxes to Amazon that are under 30 pounds, your cost per pound really gets up there. So what I would do is separate these 2 into their different boxes, then click on send box content on GoToList, and it's gonna give you the option to put the box weight in here. So let's just say each box was 30 pounds. And then you would put the box dimension. I just put 12 by 16 by 12. That's the size box we use. and Amazon's not really exact with the sizes. You don't want to mess around with the weights. Always use the exact weight. I would even round up so you never get charged extra by accident. But for the dimensions, we always just put 12 by 16 by 12. Now you'll click on submit. This is going to send all this information to Amazon. And then you go to Amazon Seller Central and finish up your shipment there. I'll link a video below completely how to do that. A little bit more in-depth tutorial on how to use GoToList and get your shipments out the door. But for now, let's go to UPS and get these items out. Just so nobody calls me a fake guru, I'm making this video like 4 weeks after the library sale, and we shot the UPS video the same day as the library sale just to show you guys the process to go to UPS. So I don't know if that makes me a fake guru or not, but we fake dropped off the box at UPS. So YouTube haters, you can comment below and let me know. All right, we're trying to find this UPS. We've been driving around for 5 hours now. So this is like the hardest part of selling on Amazon. If you can find the UPS store, you can make the profit, but you gotta find the UPS store first.
Where the hell is this UPS?
Yeah, it says literally.
Maybe it's like a drop-off.
Oh, it might be at the CVS pharmacy. Let's go to UPS. I bet that's what it is, because Walgreens partners with FedEx.
Get out of the way, Brian. Sorry, I had that.
Right Park job. This is a Devon Park job right here. Alright, let's roll. Let the haters hate on YouTube. You fake guru, you didn't even tape up the box. Alright, so hopefully you guys have an idea of how to sell books on Amazon. Library sales are one of the best places to go. You guys can also go to thrift stores. Libraries have ongoing sales all the time. And if you go to thrift stores or libraries, be sure to ask for backroom access. A lot of times the books out front have already been scanned by resellers like us, but if you go to the back room, they have fresh inventory. It was just donated, and you can scan that and get a much higher success rate. If you guys want to learn step-by-step how to sell on Amazon, I have a free course, and this is not a course selling you another course. This is an absolutely 100% free course. Go to starthumble.com. That's all my videos showing you how to scan books, more in depth on how to use Scout IQ. We'll show you how to list books completely, start to finish, how to reprice books. Everything's 100% free. And when you go to starthumble.com and sign up, you also will be part of our Facebook community, which is also free. We do Zoom calls, and my goal is to help you build an Amazon business that's profitable. Obviously, I'm the owner of a software, GoToLister.com, so if you do have success selling on Amazon and you want to support me and the channel, I recommend you use GoToLister.com. But otherwise, good luck in your Amazon business, and thank you so much. Peace out.